Hey, quick chat. I just came from the 6-week follow-up of my 6-week follow-up, so 12 weeks with my OB-GYN. And my visits there are very mellow, but just a quick recap. I know, like, when I listen to other new moms or other moms that had preeclampsia, when I listen to their videos, it really helps to, like, just the details of what they share just fall into place of, like, oh, that's normal too, or, you know, whatever. So I think a lot of the time when women have preeclampsia, they have blood pressure medication for a period of time afterwards. I'm not one of those people. I don't fall into that category. I'm still on mine. We did lower the dose. I forget exactly when the dose got lowered, but maybe like a month after I had the baby. But I've consistently been on the same dose of what I've been on since then, even though my doctor is okay. When I say my doctor, I mean the OB-GYN. This video, that's what I mean. She's okay with me taking less as long as my blood pressure readings don't go up, which I went from taking those readings 3 times a day initially to about once a day, if I can fit it in, you know, with the baby and life. So if I switch, there is one, I'm taking 2 pills, and one I take once a day, the other one I take 3 times a day. And if I drop that down to 2 times, things start, the numbers start to climb. So I'm just where I'm at with that. She did say, because I'm switching over to a primary care physician, I didn't have one, you know. I haven't really been in this city for like a really long time, and I haven't really gotten sick, so I just didn't have one. But now I have an appointment with one. She recommended, I think, getting a kidney evaluation, and eventually I have to have a heart ultrasound. I do know once I get settled in with the primary care physician that I have to get referred out to a cardiologist, so I would imagine the ultrasound would be through them. But this is just like information here, because like I'm a person who didn't even have a regular doctor, and like I think I should have one. I just hadn't had one because I hadn't needed one yet, you know. I know, like, with COVID and everything, a lot of people were staying at home, and if you weren't sick, you just tried not to go places. And for a lot of people, maybe, at least for me, that meant I'm just gonna wait to get a doctor. I'll tell you more about that when I know more about that. I mean, I definitely grew up going to a doctor once a year, you know, but when you move around a little bit, sometimes you just stay healthy, you know. So for someone who stayed healthy, who's reasonably fit, trying to stay, you know, goes to the gym, lifts weights, exercises, you know, like cares about fitness. I'm not very old. I'm clearly young enough to have a baby, and it's like, here I have to have my major organs checked because I had preeclampsia. I had HELLP syndrome. To my understanding, HELLP syndrome is when preeclampsia starts to affect like your liver and your kidneys and your heart before they're able to reverse it all by, you know, delivering the baby and giving you the medicine and what treatment you need. So, like, yeah, that got better because clearly I was released from the hospital in a timely manner, but just long-term effect, these are things that are like part of my life. Short-term, I was like, hey, you know, my legs are itchy, and it's kind of like a sunburn, you know, if I notice I'm having like high sodium, you know, in my diet. And she was like, well, watch your carbs, because that could affect the sodium. So of course, naturally, I went out and got a coffee. But this is just like, just because I'm out, you know. Yeah, I normally just drink coffee at home. So I just wanted to share while it was still fresh in my mind. I mean, for all we know, I am just back to normal with recovering from the preeclampsia, but I am still on the blood pressure medicine, and I just have to be more timely with getting certain major body parts checked, you know. And I mean, I'm not too stressed about it because there's nothing I can do, you know. I have a healthy lifestyle. I didn't cause this, you know. So yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. All right. If you have similar experiences, questions that I could have input on, just comment. I'll probably answer. Okay. Bye.